we weren't getting the stops. And then when we weren't scoring and had some looks, but when you're not scoring, that's when you got to focus defensively and say, okay, we may not be scoring, but we can stay in this game with defense. And we weren't good enough playing the defense, and it just ballooned up from there.
Scotty, you know what that sound means? Overreaction time. Or perhaps it's not. The Knicks, though, they're certainly hearing alarm bells about their season because it's been a struggle. They've fallen to 2-6 in the month of January with their loss to the Raptors. Carmelo Anthony has a no-trade clause in his contract, Scotty, and a report came out this weekend that he would only accept trades to the LA Clippers or the Cleveland Cavaliers. Contract is a big pill to swallow for any team that would be willing to take it on, but the Knicks need to do what they can to move on from Anthony and give this team over to Kristaps Porzingis, who didn't play today, mind you, to ultimately succeed. Is that an overreaction or not? That it's time to move on from Melo?
I think 2 months ago we would have thought there were a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference that need to just blow it up and start over because you think the next 3 years are going to be dominated by the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know if that's the case. I think actually the two teams that exchanged in toxic trades and signings with the Bulls and the Knicks, the teams that really need to strongly consider shipping out their superstars. Jimmy Butler might want to be traded. It really is going to depend on what you can get out of him.
Okay.
Keep in mind, Wade isn't in Chicago. He wasn't mentioned, but the other two members of these dream teams that he wants to maybe merge with, LeBron in Cleveland and Chris Paul with the Clippers actually would make sense if they're not going to re-sign Blake Griffin, but Blake Griffin is 6 years younger than Carmelo Anthony. He's about to turn 33 years old. I don't know. I am not a fan of Carmelo Anthony being a max player. I don't think Carmelo Anthony can get you a ring. I think Carmelo Anthony could be the fourth option. He can be like Antoine Walker was in the 05-06 Miami Heat team. But he demands too much, and he doesn't move without the basketball. And that's not going to work. I mean, Chris Paul can make him a better player.
Right.
Right?
You think so?
Yeah, and I mean, right now, without Blake Griffin, they're doing pretty well.
Right.
That would be a good one.
Would
You
that
got
be
to
the
give
better
something
fit?
up, though.
Would that be the better fit that you think than going to Cleveland? Like, if you go to Cleveland, we know the
Yes.
type of game that Melo has, but can he justifiably expect if he goes there to be, all right, I'm going to get 25 shots in this offense?
You get in a closed room with LeBron, and he's going to tell you the truth. You promise you're not going to tell anybody. Does he want Carmelo Anthony on this team right now?
I don't think he wants him on this team.
Where's he going? I mean,
Yeah,
there's
where
one basketball.
Right, exactly.
Kevin Love's got swag again.
Right.
He's the perfect guy that can go inside, outside, and hit threes. Carmelo, it's like a carousel. I think he would be the mechanic that would shut down the carousel every now and then. Too much for them. They got enough at weapons.